Per usual, having crazy camera issues, but it's okay. We're getting there. So I'm glad that we were able to compare our scripts, and now we're going to go ahead and take it live. What I want you to go ahead and think, what will you do if a student is challenging during this process? How would you correct them?
I would really push forward to making sure I have accountable talk stems available to them. But if they're still not talking or conversating with their partner, I would try to provide a model, whether it's talk with them myself and try to walk them through, or get them to join in another pair.
I love the idea of having them look at a model of how it's doing it, and the accountable talk stem also suggests just positive narration as well. You might see me act as a student. But let's go ahead and get to the model, get into modeling. I will model first for you, and then you're going to model, and I'll provide you with some feedback so that we can consistently improve. And then we'll be done. I'll be able to plan on when we're going to see this next. I know we said Tuesday, but exactly when Tuesday? Do you mind if I borrow that, Miss?
If you just need to take that step off.
No worries. I'm not using it. It's just for the modeling. Now that I know that we're recording. Okay. So now that we have our scripting, I know that you like to see models in action. So I want you to focus on what I'm doing, and then I also want to receive feedback from you on how you would want to make this better for yourself. So remember, focusing on being clear and concise, and then also focusing on the key things that we want kids to do so that we can have kids think, pair, share, in small group to increase cognitive demand while providing procedural and conceptual labs for everybody else. So good morning, small group. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to independently work on the first problem at a level 0. I expect you to make sure that you're doing the cubes method and showing all of your work. It is okay if you are not perfect, but I expect you to do your very best so that when we go over it, you're ready to go. So go ahead and get started. Setting the timer, 2 minutes. All right. Collaborative group. Remember, you're supposed to be working at a voice level 2 and showing all of your work. You're going to be working together. When I come back around, I expect to see everybody collaborating and with all of their work set up and ready to go. Independent group. Remember, your directions are on. I am about to lose my mind. Oh, it's still going. I'll edit that part out. Independent group. Remember, all of your directions are on your desk with the code to log in. I see Ruben logging on the computer. I see Israel with his note sheet out, so that way he can record all his work. When I come back around, I expect to see all your work on your paper so I can provide you with feedback. Collaborative group. Your directions are on your desk right here. Remember, you're going to be working at voice level 1 or 2, showing all of your work. The expectation is that we are speaking together at a level 1. When I come back around, I expect to see work on your paper so I can provide you with feedback. That's share-worthy. We're off track. Make sure to get back on. That's going to be share-worthy, which will be important for this next part. You're missing something right here. All right, bringing it back, small group in 3, in 2, in 1. You've had time to work independently. Now I'm going to give you 3 minutes to turn and talk with your neighbor at a level 1. And you're going to work together to compare your work and choose the correct answer together. So what level are we working at? Level 1. And you're going to turn and talk to compare your work to determine one correct answer. I'm going to set the timer for 3 minutes to make that happen. All right, collaborative group, you're doing a great job. I see that you're on track right here. Oh, you're missing something right here. Go ahead, share with them so that way you can help them to get on track. Independent group, Israel. Oh, Israel, you're off track right here. Make sure to get back on track. Bridget, this is really, really great. If anyone's confused on this, please help them. I know we're independent, but you guys can always help each other. All right, collaborative group. Oh, this is awesome work. Make sure to be on. Make sure that if anyone else has questions that you're sharing that with them, you're doing a great job showing all your steps. You are actually missing something right here. Hey, Ms. Guerrero, can you please help them? Because we're collaborating. Thank you guys so much. Guys, we're working at a level 1. Please hold yourselves accountable. we come back together with the whole small group, make sure to be ready to discuss it. All right, small group, bringing it back in 3, in 2, in 1. I'm going to give you 10 seconds to put your answer on your board. You have 10 seconds in 10, in 9, because we're all going to hold them up at the same time, in 8, in 7, 6, 5, 4, boards up in 3, in 2, in 1. Wow, we all got the correct answer. Awesome. Let's move on to the next problem. So, that would be a short model, and then obviously based off of whether or not there was misconceptions, or if they got it all correct, that would determine your next step. So what did you like about that?
I like that you were giving clear expectations and instructions of what to do, and it really does give the students a chance to think about it first, and then be able to discuss it with someone else. And I like how you're telling them, like, hey, just try your best, and then really pushing the idea that, I'm going to make almost an exemplar, and the students are making their own exemplars.
Awesome.
And then with that, being able to go around and address, and then guide collaborative in the sense of, hey, you're doing really good, you can guide your team.
Mm-hmm. And we use the aggressive monitoring beyond small group because we hold them accountable and help them to collaborate more effectively using the coding system. And we can even use expo markers on the computers, if you think about it, to do that. So are you ready to practice? Yes, you are. You got this. And I'm going to move over here just to be in the small group. So go ahead, just put forth your very best effort. Go ahead.
Okay, class, let's go ahead and look at that first problem. I'm going to give you 2 minutes to work independently at a level 0. Make sure you're showing all your work and you're doing your best. So again, 2 minutes to show all your work on that first problem. Okay, collaborative, we have our instructions right here. These are our task cards. Make sure we're showing our work on this page. Making sure we are doing everything, showing all our steps and working together. Okay, make sure we're reading the instructions in independent. Going into that first website, make sure you're logging in. Thank you for logging in. Make sure you type in that website. Getting our work ready and our workspace ready. Thank you. Collaborative, make sure we're reading our instructions. Our task cards are right here. Make sure we are showing our work in the appropriate page. And when we're working together, we're not splitting up the groups. We're splitting up the task cards. We're working together and we're making sure we're agreeing on our answers. Okay, small group. Meet you back in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Okay, so small group, you got a chance to think about your question. I'm going to give you an opportunity to talk with a partner. Go ahead and look to the partner sitting next to you. Go ahead and give them a fist bump. Okay, that's going to be your partner. I'm going to give you guys 3 minutes to be able to work with your partner and be able to discuss your findings and see if you guys can come up with a concise plan and see if we can correct each other. Okay, so 3 minutes, guys, working together. Okay, collaborative. Okay, I see you guys are doing well. See, you're doing really well, so go ahead and share with your team. Share that question with your team. Make sure you guys all agree on that answer. Okay, good job. Good job on doing your work on your paper. Good job on following directions.
I'm still watching you guys.
Okay, so right here, you guys missed that question. Go ahead and go back and make sure you're writing any examples or any feedback that they're giving you on the questions. Also, right here, I see that you're getting a little confused. Talk with your partner, see if they found a different way of doing that question. Okay, small group. Okay, Miss Mockler, I see that you're doing your work. Okay, let me see. Did you all agree on your answer?
Yes, we did.
Yes, you did. Okay. I see you doing your steps. That was really good. Thank you. Okay, small group. Now that we agreed on our answer, we're going to go ahead and hold up our board and give you a chance to write down your answers. So I want you to hold up your whiteboard in 3, 2, 1. Okay, awesome. We all agreed on the answer. Thank you so much. We're going to go ahead and move on to the next one.
One thing, you did an awesome job. You really did a good job, and you're really mobile. And when you're able to go and provide feedback, your kids are going to be able to address all of their misconceptions so much quicker. Focus on being concise with your directions. What are the keywords you want to say? And I want you just right now, for the pair directions, that's when it was kind of like, I didn't know my voice level or what exactly.
Level. So what's
I'm going to give you 15 seconds to go ahead and prepare, and you're just going to do the pair directions one more time.
Okay. So small group, now you got a chance to do your independent thinking. I'm going to give you a chance to work with the partner. So go ahead and give your partner a fist bump. Okay, awesome. You have your partner. So now you and your partner are going to work at level 1. You're going to share your work. You're going to come up with a nice, correct, concise answer.
Hey,
I'm nervous. So
I know, you're
doing
great.
I'm nervous.
I'm gonna come. You did a great job with the whole process because I know it's a lot altogether. So no worries at all. I can't wait to come see it in action, and then I'll be able to give you more feedback. I just suggest make sure you're scripting out what those things are that you want to say to make it easy for yourself. So how did what we practiced meet the action step that we named of doing a think, pair, share with integrated aggressive monitoring?
I like that we got a chance to actually sit down and take a look to see how, like the skeleton and how it would look. I'm thinking that think, pair, share, that's something that I really like and I want to be able to implement it well, especially with the PP. So it just gives me a really good idea of how I want it to look and how to make it like better and more concise.
Awesome. And would you add anything to the action step based on the things we practice, or do you feel good?
I feel good. I do, and I feel good. I think once I start implementing it with my students, kind of seeing if there's anything I need to adjust.
Awesome. So when I come in, I'm going to observe you to see this piece, and I'm going to stay in like really until I see it. And I know you. We should be practicing it before I come in next Tuesday because then you're going to feel a lot more confident. If I'm seeing that the only thing I'm seeing with the struggling is being concise. If I see that you're using too many words, I'll hold up a whiteboard that just says concise, and I'll be in the back, I'll be out of the way, so that way. But just to remind you, and then also, one other thing, if I see that there's a kid, like, not being corrected, I will make sure to, I'll just reinforce and point to him. Does that sound good to you? Do you feel comfortable with that?
Yes.
Okay. So, I know that you said the best time to observe would be Tuesday. Is there a period that you're struggling with that you'd like me to come in so that way I can give you some feedback in general, or is there a time you'd really like me to come in? I know that you do a good job of having me come in when you need it.
I think I want to say little by little. I want to say 6th period because I have a couple of students in there that I might need some pointers on how to reinforce. It's just 2 particular students.
No worries.
Eliseo and I don't know if you know Eliseo and Pablo Molina.
Good friends of mine. I can't wait to come in and see
I love
them.
them, but I need help just reinforcing them. They do great, just help reinforcing them.
Well, I look forward to coming in and seeing this think, pair, share with the integrated aggressive monitoring. Feel free to be practicing it in the meantime, and let me know if you have questions or want me to help you with anything before then. You did a really awesome job, and I can't wait to see it. Okay, awesome.